Man, I was, kind of trying to figure life out, and I was trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go, and I needed some, some discipline. I think at the time, and also too, I needed to, be away from home. I needed to be out of San Diego at the time, so that's why that was the thing that motivated me to come in the Navy, and the rest is history. You know what I mean? USS Savannah, well, USS Wisconsin first because just learned the ins and outs of being a sailor. But as far as honing my skills as a boatswain mate, probably on the USS Savannah. That's where I really learned, boatswain mate, driving boats, unrepping, those things, dropping anchor, everything. So I think that's what was where I really honed my skills at. Yep. Man, my support system, my family, just growing up in a Navy family, kind of the folks understanding what it takes to support, person on deployment and things of that nature. I think it was kind of second nature because I grew up doing it for my dad, and then I knew what I needed from my family, and I got that. So my support system, and then just my fellow shipmates. Sometimes when my family wasn't there, my shipmates were there. So I think I had a fantastic support system throughout my career, man, and I couldn't ask for a better group of people, especially here at Southeast Regional Maintenance Center to wrap up my career. I would say initially what I thought was the worst was probably going on my first deployment, and my son was only a baby, he was only months old, and having to leave him and be away from him for 6 months was probably at that time my worst experience. Well, at all, it was my worst experience. Leaving my son at 4 months old and going on actually my first deployment as well. You know what I mean? So that was probably my worst experience. Man, my best experience besides retiring today, I think just seeing sailors that have worked for me and people that have worked for me grow. Promotion, seeing sailors, get promoted, and all of those things, and seeing some of the stuff, especially when the sailors that, were kind of going off script a little bit, and you pulled them back in, and not only did they get right, they righted the ship, and they became very successful. So I think that'd be the most rewarding thing of my career, yes. Man, I would say the Navy is not for everybody. But one thing I can say is if you do the things you're supposed to do, you have a great chance of being successful. You know what I mean? And so I would say stay the course. As long as you stay the course, and do the things that you're supposed to be, or supposed to do, I should say, you have an opportunity to do what Rod Little did. You know what I mean? And so I think that is something that I would pass on to the sailors of today. So,
All right, thank you, Captain.
yep. Thank you. Yeah.